logic because that's how you present your phenomena. Just like Albert Einstein presented his theory of relativity with the symbol. Anong symbol niya? Yan yung nakaka-remember. Yung theory ni Albert Einstein. So, ginagamit ko yun sa paggawa ng mga nuclear weapons. Anyone? Walang naka-remember kay Albert Einstein?
Hindi yung theory of relativity, sir. Or no?
Yes. How is it presented as a symbol? Yeah, it is the theory of relativity. That it has nothing to do with your relatives. Sige. Tama, Mr. Pinyol?
Ano po, sir, yung energy equals mass times the speed of light squared?
Or velocity, no? Square. Sige. Excuse me for a while. Ha? Okay. So, what was the greatest regret of Albert Einstein? What do you think? What's the greatest regret of Albert Einstein? Sige daw. Anyone? Any hunch? Sige na. I'm educating you actually, no? To become
Yung ano niya, sir, role niya daw sa pag-develop ng bomb.
destructive weapons. Okay? Ano ba ang nakita niya na nangyari pala? Na talaga nagpabago sa kanyang pananaw sa buhay. Na nawalan na siya ng gana. Parang, yun pala ang nagawa ko, no? Sa humanity. Saan yun nakita niya? Anong devastation ang nakita niya? Saan? Sige daw. Nag-aral naman kayo ng history siguro, no? Sige daw. Hindi naman siguro puro tayo ML. Yan. Ha? Or, ha? Tapos na kasi ang Dota. ML na ngayon. Ano pa mga bago ngayon? Sige. Pero, ano yung nakita niyang distraction na talagang nagpabago sa buhay ni Albert Einstein? Na hindi siya naging proud sa kanyang invention or discovery.
Yung ano, sir, progress ng mga German sa paggawa ng bomb
No.
using his
Distraction.
theory.
No, distraction na nangyari.
Katong sa
Dito
Japan,
yun sige, Mr. Obes. Mr. Obes.
katong sa Hiroshima, Japan, ay Nagasaki.
Dalawa, no?
Itong Little Boy and Batman.
Okay, the first bomb was dropped at Hiroshima. Okay. 7:20 a.m. yata yun. Doon sa Hiroshima Bridge. Anong nangyari? Pagkatapos na hinulog ng eroplano na Enola Gay. Ang So, nahulog na yung bomba na papunta doon sa pinaka-epicenter sa may bridge. Anong distraction nakita sa mga pictures? Sige, sino mga nakakita? Na college na kayo, dapat alam nyo na yung mga ganyan. Hindi puro ML lang nasa utak. Sige, anong distraction na nakita nila sa Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
Ano, sir?
Pag mature na kayo, ilang taon na ba kayo?
Destroy lahat ng na-destroy lahat ng ano, sir, parang all life.
Yes.
Tapos
Imagine, no?
after
Sige, sir. Sige, Mr. Pinyol, continue.
after nag-drop yung bomb, sir, kay may radiation na
And it lasted for so many years, di ba? Until now. marami pa rin nagsasuffer because of that bombing, no? That devastation. Grabe. 70 kilometers, no, from the epicenter. So kung imagine mo yan, anong destruction? That was a prototype bomb, no? Mahinang klase pa yung atomic bomb na yan. Okay. Imagine, sa Davao City, anong 70 kilometers? Kidapawan? No? Kidapawan ba? Or Kabakan, no? Yan ang distance niya. Or hanggang doon sa Combal, no? Samati, yun ba yung distance ng destruction na yun, no? Na lahat ng living o non-living, natunaw lahat. But I'll tell you a story. Merong isang mission house, no? Ang Jesuits doon, malapit sa bridge. Ha? Napakalapit sa bridge. By that time, na hinulog yung bomba, nagmimisa sila sa chapel ng kanilang mission house, no? Kasi, ano yan, alas 7, di, nagmimisa pa sila. Ang account lang ng mga survivors, parang may flash of light na napakalakas na parang ganun lang. Pero, hindi sila nagalaw doon sa loob ng chapel. Okay? Wala din silang radiation, no? Kasi pinag-aralan sila eh. Bakit sila hindi natunaw? Supposed to be, kung malapit ka sa epicenter ng atomic bomb, wala ka. No? Talagang natunaw ka. Talagang tutunawin ka ng atomic bomb na yan. Ang church hanggang ngayon, no? Existing pa rin, buo pa rin. Hindi siya tinamaan ng bomba. At napakalapit niya sa bridge, no? Nung Hiroshima Bridge na yun. Bakit siya parang binaypass, no? Dinaanan lang ni atomic bomb. At yung mga destruction, papunta lahat doon, 70 kilometers na circumference, no? Puro tunaw lahat yun. Ma-building man siya, masasakyan man siya, o tao man siya. Makagiging kalansay na kaagad, o pati kalansay natunaw. Kasi wala ka nang makikita. For example, if you look out, nandito ako sa 9th floor, no? Yung tower na nasa likuran dito. If you look out, papuntang Samal, wala lahat yan, no? Destroyed yan lahat. Natunaw lahat yan ng atomic bomb. The miracle is, bakit yung mga nasa loob ng chapel, na nagmimisa that time, hindi man lang sila walang radiation, wala lahat. No radiation, nothing. Okay? They did not experience, but just a flash of light. Yun lang kanilang napansin. And after that, pag labas ka nila, wala. Tunaw lahat yung nakita nila, no? Ganun. So, I think that's one of the regrets talaga ni Albert Einstein sa kanyang theory. Okay? So how do you describe your theory now? If you're going to dissect a theory, it's made up of interrelated constructs, okay? And you have definitions, you have propositions, okay? Because that's how you systematize your phenomenon, by, okay, testing it and develop a theory about it. That's what you're doing actually in your research, no? Especially quantitative research, no? And in your theoretical framework, you can actually get some ideas from the previous theory and develop your own theory in the conceptual framework. Okay? So that's the essence of having a theoretical framework. Because your variables in the conceptual framework, which is your own, it emanates actually from the theory, no, your theoretical framework, from where you have sourced your variables or indicators, no? Because you want to predict something or explain something na sa'yo na talaga, no, which is your own conceptual framework. That is a derivation of the previous theory. Okay? In-apply mo lang siya sa bagong population group, no, or bagong setting or study site, no? And sa inyong methods din, pwede rin siya sa method sa research design, mapabago din siya. Okay? And the framework, by the way, is the overall conceptual underpinnings, no, of the study. So when you say theoretical framework, this is where you base your study, no? Yung sa theory na yon. Conceptual, yung sinabi ko, has its roots in the specified theory or model. Okay? So root mo yung theory, anak yung conceptual framework. Okay? Kasi gawa mo yun. Ikaw ang gumawa ng conceptual framework. So it's a creative section, no? You don't copy the theory. Maybe you state for the thesis theory, you anchored your study on the theory of Madeline Leininger, no? Yung transcultural theory or the theory of universal care, diversity, and universality, no? Of Madeline Leininger. Okay? Then you build up your arguments. Okay? That's how to present the theoretical framework, no? Hindi yung basta ilagay lang yung theory doon. Anong application noon or relevance noon sa yung study ngayon, no? Sa conceptual framework mo. Okay? Kasi doon nagmula lahat sa theory. Okay? Sa theoretical framework. Okay. It is different from the literature review kasi here, you discuss your own original integration of the theories. Like, for example, it's a challenge to Air 1 kasi sa apat na yun o apat na theories na nilagay mo doon, ano yung integration na gagawin mo para ma-apply siya ngayon sa yung bagong conceptual framework. Okay? So, or pwede kang mag-drop ng ibang theories kung kaya na siyang i-support ang iyong conceptual framework ng isa o dalawang theories lang. Okay? Okay, so ito yung pinaka-kilala niyo. Sino ba to na theories? Sige daw, anyone? Recitation tayo ngayon. Sige, bigyan natin ng chance yung mga hindi pa nakapag-recite. Sige, it's your time to shine now. Anyone? O natutulog na naman yung iba?
Lady with the lamp po, sir.
Ha?
Ang nag-found sa ano po, miss.
Teka, sino ba itong nagsasalita? Si Miss Kagasan. Okay. Sige, anong kanyang theory, Miss Kagasan? Meron ka ng recitation, Miss Kagasan? Yung, let's give chance to
Ay, sige. Sorry po, sir.
Miss Sumamil, meron na rin niya. Ay, wala pa. Sige, Samantha.
Sir,
Sige.
pwede try lang, sir, si Florence
try?
Nightingale po.
Dapat
Is,
hindi try kasi
Ah.
pumasa ka ng TFN. So, dapat alam
sige,
mo yun.
dili na lang try, sir.
Sige.
Yung environmental theory ni Florence Nightingale, sir, sa pagkaalala ko is, yung parang condition ng patient is parang, yung kung saang environment naroon ng patient is makaapekto siya sa kanyang overall na health. For example is, if a patient is placed in a room wherein dili siya well ventilated and is also surrounded by people who are, for example, infected with TB, most probably she will get infected and get worsened because yung place niya is infected and also not well ventilated or parang hugaw in a sense po, sir. So you have to change the environment of the patient in order to you have to change the environment of the patient plus yung treatment, sir, and yung care in order to alleviate the condition of the patient po.
Very good, no? So, you can actually apply that in your research, no? Kasi, ano ba ang influence or epekto, no? Kung i-manipulate mo yung environment mo, no? Para gumaling yung pasyente mo. Diba? So, yun, no? Si Miss Barroso, meron ka ng recitation.
Ay,
Let's give chance to others. Sige. Sige, next theory. Tama yun si Samantha, no? Si Miss Ramos. Sige, wala pa si Miss Ramos. Wait lang. Sige, Miss Ramos. Ano pang masasabi mo about Florence Nightingale, Miss Ramos?
Ang ma-remember ko sir kay gina-believe niya sir na para ang care kay maging successful kay dapat merong meron siyang 5 points na gi-state sa kanyang theory ba.
Okay,
First
sige.
is to obtain healthy home,
Okay.
clean
So,
water, then
kung sa hospital
air.
yun, healthy bed, ano yun? Hospital
Ay,
room.
ano?
Okay?
Yes po.
Or environment, the hospital itself. Okay?
Yes
Sige.
po. And
Tapos,
then there should be clean water and air.
bakit niya nasabi yung clean water and air? Ano ba ang situation nila sa Scutari Hospital sa Crimea,
Parang
Ottoman Empire?
ano po sir, polluted po.
Polluted,
Yes
no?
po.
Karumi. No? Para
And
siyang
then,
kung si President Duterte pa, parang cesspool, no? Sa
yes po.
Boracay daw, Boracay. Yung mga tubo ng CR napunta sa dagat, tapos naliligo yung mga turista doon. Sa Kadiri, no? Sige, ano pa?
Basic sanitation, cleanliness, and light po.
Ang ano kasi sa kanila, sarado yung mga bintana ng hospital, no? Kasi malamig yung lugar na yan. Pina-open yun ni Florence Nightingale para yung bacteria, no? Hindi siya yung
Hindi
nakakontain sa loob.
mag-contain.
Parang sa bahay natin. No? Bakit nagkahawa-hawa yung mga nasa bahay natin ng flu? Kasi yung virus, no? Umiikot-ikot lang sa loob ng bahay. Kailangan i-disinfect yung bahay. I-open yung mga windows, no? Following the theory of Florence Nightingale, no? Para yung hangin, no? Papasok, tapos lalabas, no? Kasi yung virus na-contain sa loob. So, nagkahawa-hawa na yung mga members ng family. Okay? So, yan. So, one way of manipulating, no? The environment to aid in the recovery of your patients. Okay. So, about Lydia Hall, no? Meron siyang, sino yung nag-recite kanina? Kalimutan ko, si Miss Ramos ba yun? Okay. Si Miss Elise, ano ba na una? Si Miss Baguio. Si Miss Baguio na una. Sige. Miss Baguio. May, ano ka na, Miss Baguio? May points ka na
Wala.
meron na. Si Miss, ano ang wala? Sino ba yung kanina? Sumunod. Sige daw, si Miss Masyan daw. Masyan. Tapos si Ilaw. Eliseo, yan. Sige, Masyan, anong masasabi mo?
Sa kay Lydia Hall po,
Lydia Hall.
ang theory niya is sometimes called as the
Ay, pero
3C.
meron. Miss Masyan, meron ka ng recitation. Let's move to Ilaw. Ilaw. Miss Ilaw, meron na ba? Wala pa. Sige, Miss Ilaw, ano masasabi mo kay Lydia Hall?
Sir, yung theory po ni Lydia Hall, sir, gina-emphasize niya po yung importance of balance between yung tatlong aspects of nursing po, which is yung the person, yung core po, which is the aspect of the patient, and then yung care, which is nag-address ng holistic care between the both physical and emotional needs ng patient po. Then lastly po is yung cure, which is the nag-make sure yung mga healthcare professionals, especially yung mga nurses po na mag-provide ng best medical treatment or ensure patient quality care po. Then, also po sir, yung theory na to is nag-promote po siya ng patient-centered care, and then gina-recognize niya po yung unique individuality ng each patient po. Yun lang po.
Very good. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ilaw. Tama yun. Care, cure, core, care, and cure. Okay, let's go to Mr. Iwaw. Mr. Iwaw from Japan.
Hello sir, good morning. So, ang aking pag-understand lang sir with yung three aspects ng theory ni Lydia Hall is first sir, yung care, which is feel ko yun yung pinaka-applicable to us nursing, and this is our duty po to take care and provide assistance or mag-aid sa current situation ng patient. And yung core po, this aspect involves yung use ng different medications, mga therapeutic na mga ways para ma-help yung patient. And yung cure po is this parang ma-relate siya into us nurses po na mag-help or mag-abide or like mag-follow or collaborate sa mga different healthcare workers or sa doctors po with implementing mga gawin po or like medications na ibigay sa patient. Pero basically sir, ang whole reason or like parang ang gina-aim lang talaga ni Lydia Hall with her theory is para mag-improve yung quality of care sa patient and magkaroon ng magandang relationship with the patient and the healthcare workers po.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iwao. Okay, Miss Gamino. How about Virginia Henderson? And then Eliseo. Sige. Sino yan? Ay, meron na si Gamino. Meron kami si Eliseo. Meron na rin. Sino pang hindi nakapag-recite? Magaway. Meron na rin. Yung iba, si Mr. Sakal. Sige.
So,
Mr.
sir,
Sakal,
hello, sir.
sino si Virginia Henderson? Siya yung,
Siya, sir, ang nag-theorize ng nursing need theory po.
okay, yung may
So,
components kasi yan, no? May 14 components daw according to her. That corresponds to the, ang tawag sa ganun, yung theories na psychologist, no, na parang nag-match sila ni Virginia Henderson areas. Okay, sige. Sige daw. What can you
so,
say?
yeah. So, sir, ang theory ni Virginia Henderson, sir, is ina-focus ang importance sa fundamental needs ng patient for the nursing care. Tapos, i-emphasize niya ang basic human needs o how nurses can meet those needs. Bali, care ng nurse or gina-serve ng nurse ang patient until kaya na ng patient na ma-care niya himself.
Nag-match kasi siya kay Abraham Maslow, no, na hierarchy of needs. So, yun yung mapapansin mo sa theory ni Virginia.
Yes, sir.
Very good, Mr. Sakal. Okay, next. Sige, mamili kayo kasi dapat nursing-related ang inyong mga topics. Hildegard-Peplau is more on psychiatric nursing siya, no? Yung may sa interpersonal relations in nursing theory, na nurse-patient relationship, na may orientation phase, identification phase, and exploitation, and then resolution phase. No? Yan, kasi kayo, mag-psychia kayo sa second sem. Okay, si Faye Abdella, nag-identify ng 21 nursing problems, no, or categories. Okay, and she views the nurse as a problem solver. Okay, about Dorothea Orem, anyone would like to recite? Anyone? Yung wala pang recitation? Dorothea Orem. Okay, so may tatlong types of patient according to Dorothea Orem, no? Sa kanyang theory on self-care, no? Yung patients na wholly compensatory ang kailangan, i-render ng nurse ay whole, total, no? Yung mga ICU patients natin. Yung nurse gumagawa lahat. Pag partial, yung wala na siya sa ICU, nasa room na siya. So, there are things that the patient can do, i-delegate mo na sa kanya, no? Pag supportive, educative care naman, yung ready for discharge ng pasyente. Okay? And then we have Martha Rogers, no? Okay, Myra Levine. How about Sister Calista Roy? Anyone? Would like to recite? Has something to do yung kaya ka nagkakasakit kasi na-breach nga yung mga barriers, no? And then the patient has the capacity to adapt, no, to the situation. Kaya for some, hindi ka kaagad nagkakasakit kasi meron tayong mga ano dyan, no? Mga barriers. Sinasabi ni Sister Calista Roy. Kaya lang pag na-breach yung barriers na yun, at tulad ng immune system natin, nagkakasakit tayo, di ba? Mga ganun. So, may mga adaptive models kasi tayo like basic physiologic needs, sa concept. Yan yung mga sub-concept na sinasabi ni Sister Calista, yung role function, yung interdependence, no? Marami siyang mga concepts sa kanyang theory. Okay, we have Imogen King, okay? The general systems, no? Betty Newman, no? So, yan. Rosemary Rizzo Parse, more on qualitative research. Dorothy Johnson, behavioral system model. Patricia Benner from Novice to Expert. Jean Watson, Philosophy and Science of Caring. Ernst Widenbach. Catherine Bernard Parent-Child Interaction Model. Ito si Madeline Leininger, no? Mga transcultural nursing natin, no? Culture, care, diversity, and universality. Nola J. Pender's The Health Promotion Model. Joyce Travelby's Human-to-Human Relationship Model. Okay, this is a summary. Okay. Let's go now to the next topic, problem. Okay, so problem or the research problem. The situation in need of description, quantification, solution, improvement, alterations. A research problem is an enigmatic, perplexing, or troubling situation. So both quali and quanti should have a problem or else walang research. So this section presents specific research questions. Statement of the problem should have several characteristics. Should be phrased in the form of a question kasi ganyan ang style. SPC, no? What is, ganyan. Yung ginagamit yun na to determine, style yan ng UM. Actually. Okay? Alam ko yan kasi nagpa-panel din ako sa kanila. Saka sa DMSF. Kaya ginagamit nila to determine. Pero sa atin, what is ang ginagamit ng SPC. Okay? What is the level of awareness? No? Yung ma-measure ng light earth. Okay? What is the level of patient care, no? Culturally congruent patient care rendered by nurses. Yan, mga to. Okay. So it should be phrased in the form of a question. Yung ginagamit sa SPC. Like what is, no? Yung sa ano pa UM, just to determine. Pero sa DMSF, no? Pero sa SPC at saka Ateneo, what is talaga, no? What is the level of awareness of this nurses, no? The question should suggest a relationship between variables to be examined, unless if the study is exploratory, no? And descriptive. The research question should imply the possibility of empirical testing. Sabihin, pwede ka mag-test ng correlation or to test the difference, no? Or to predict, no? Yan, yung predictive study. Okay? So, criteria, significant ang problem, researchable ang problem, interested ang researcher, and it's feasible, no?
Recording
And how to
stopped.
determine if the problem is feasible, yung time and timing, no? Availability of study participants, cooperation of others, facilities and equipment, money, no? Experience of the researcher, and ethical considerations. Types of problem, research problem, and non-research problem. Okay, sources of research problems would be sa atin, nursing, no? And pwede sa school, no? Okay, yan. Or sa technology, or sa culture, no? Yan. So, pwede ka rin mag-check sa mga libro, no? Mga thesis na nasa mga theories, so that you ask experts also. Okay? So, dapat it's the right question, it's feasible, important, no? Must be observable using the 5 senses, no? Yung empirical data that can be generalized or applied to a new population or study site, no? And the purpose is very clear, and you must be interested and qualified to do the study, no? Huwag lang kayo mag-research ng mga topics pertaining to engineering, dapat nursing lang, no? Huwag kayong pumasok doon sa realm ng medtech, no? Ng physical therapy, doon kayo sa nursing, okay? The availability of data is very important, di ba? Time constraint kasi dapat matapos siya next year, no? Second semester. May funds ba kayo? May money kayo? May capable ba kayo? You have the right attitude and interest? And importance of the topic, okay? Recentness of the topic, facilities and equipment. Huh? There are 3 levels of inquiry, by the way, no? Yung level 1, yung magtatanong ka lang ng what? Exploratory. Pag meron ka ng mga relationships or significance or predictive, you're now into level 2. Ang pinaka-highest, actually level 3 is mag-experiment ka na because you're now answering the questions why. Ba? Experimental. Okay? Or mag-systematic review ka and meta-analysis. That is the highest form of evidence. Okay? At first, purpose statement is established to show the general direction of inquiry. The word purpose or goal usually appears in purpose statement, no? Like, sa ating ginagamit na the aim of, or the study aims to determine, okay? Yan, no? Or the study aims to determine the relationship between method of pain management, that is your independent variable, during labor, and the dependent variable specific labor and birth outcomes. So, very clear yan sa statement of the problem or a major statement of the problem. Kita kagad ang independent variable, dependent variable, no? Tapos, usually broken into the statement purpose, yung specific na. So, ang ginagamit ng SPC, what is, no? Hindi tayo gumagamit ng to determine, ganyan. To determine, ganyan. Puro ganyan sa UM. To determine, ganyan. Sa atin, i-state mo talaga. What is the, for example, ito, no? What is the level of renal dependency of the renal transplant recipients? Next niyan sa dependent variable, what is the level or the rate of recovery, no? So, hindi lang to determine the rate of recovery. So, ganyan pagka-state sa ibang schools, no? To determine the rate of recovery. Sa atin, okay, what is the level siguro or the rate of recovery of your renal transplant recipients? Okay. Tapos, next question natin is yung relationship na nga, di ba? So, kung relationship siya, is there a significant relationship? Sa UM naman, sinasabi na to determine the relationship. So, magkaiba tayo ng approach ha. So, we have to follow the SPC format. Kaya nagugulat na ako kasi yung teacher pala ng students, nanggaling siya, doon siya nag-masters sa UM or sa ibang school. So, yun yung tinuturo niya sa kanyang mga estudyante. Hindi siya aware na may culture pala of research ang San Pedro College. Kaya yung mga dapat ang reliable person na magturo ng research yung matatagal na sa SPC. Because we have our own research tradition in SPC, no? So, kasi alam na namin yung paano ang culture ng research sa SPC. So, itong mga bagong faculty na nanggaling sa ibang institutions, nagtuturo sila ng mga strange, no? Na nagugulat na ko, ay, hindi naman ganito ang paggawa ng SPC ng statement of the problem. Kaya nalalaman ko lang kasi nagpa-panel ako doon sa ibang schools. Kasi as a doctor, they would always invite resource persons during defense. Kaya nakikita ko sa gawa ng mga estudyante nila. Iba sa SPC kasi what is ang start ng ating question. Sa kanila, diretso lang to determine the, ganyan, to determine the relationship to determine the difference. Sa atin, is there a significant difference? Ganun pagka-state sa STT. Okay? How to select and define a research problem? Through observation of your job, of the place around you, list down all the possible problems that bother you in your work. Okay? Okay, any questions so far? Nag-stop share ako. May nag-chat sa akin. Mag-add na kayo para mabuo na yun. Di pa ako nakapost sa inyo ng sample proposal. Ipo-post ko sa ating GC para mabuo na yung proposal. Sige. Questions? Questions? Wala. Itutuloy ko na yung aking lecture. At saan tayo sa klase natin, dire-diretso. Kaya, okay, mag-off cam lang kayo pag kumakain kayo. Or umiinom. Ako lang pwede. Kasi ayaw. May iniinom ako para sa aking boses actually. Kasi napagaw na akong sa Bisaya pa. Namamaos na akong sa Tagalog. Okay. Kasi ang haba ng ating klase, no? Hanggang alas 12 pa. Sige, maligo ka muna, Mr. Sapal. Joke lang. Sabi niya, bathroom break. Joke lang yun, Mr. Sapal. So, liligo muna ako, sir. Mag-bathroom break daw siya. Sige. So, wala talaga yung question. So, nabuo na. Dito na tayo sa statement of the problem. Ha? Medyo malayo-layo ng ating ano. Tapos na tayo sa introduction. No? Naka-literature review na tayo. Naka-theoretical framework na tayo. Conceptual framework. Tapos statement of the problem. Okay? So, anong sunod yan? Variables na, no? Sige. Mag-unshare lang, ha? Yan. Hindi kayo mag-coffee dyan para hindi kayo antukin. Kasi napakahaba ng ating time. Once a week lang kasi klase natin. So let's continue. Kung wala ng questions or any clarification, share ko yung screen ko sa variables. Okay, sige. What are research variables? By the way, ito yung mga objectives natin, no? At the end, wala na lang tayo. Napakahaba kasi ng ating time, no? 7:30 to 12:30 para akong mababaliw sa haba ng oras. No? Okay, pakibasa na lang, Miss Gamino, ng ating objectives. Okay. Continue. Kasi ano naman mag-read? Wala pong, nasa bathroom pa. We'll ask Miss Guerrero. Sige. Miss Guerrero, read number
Yes,
4.
for the fourth objective, differentiate the three types of variables. Fifth is to discuss the characteristics of hypothesis. Six is to identify the type of a hypothesis. And seventh, formulate hypothesis if appropriate.
Okay. So, can you read this, Miss Arlette?
Wait lang. Our variables are qualities, properties, or characteristics of people, things, events, or situations under study, which are assessed and measured quantitatively or qualitatively.
That is what we're going to measure sa ating data measures, ang ating mga variables, okay? Sa ating questionnaire, actually. Okay? So, read the first type, Mr. Aradillos.
First one is independent variable. These are factors that being manipulated by the researchers in the focus of the inquiry. They are also called experimental treatment, casual, or stimulus variable.
Causal yan, causal, hindi casual. Okay? Causal variables. Ibig sabihin, meron kang isang arrow. Tama ka? Wait lang. May isa kang arrow, single-headed arrow, from the first box to the second box of your conceptual framework. Kaya causal siya. No? Ibig sabihin, makaka-cause ba ng epekto ang first variable sa second variable or the independent variable to the dependent variable. Okay? Yan. Or the stimulus variable. No? Tapos effect naman yung kanyang dependent. Yan yun, no? Okay. Kaya single-headed arrow ang ginagamit, no? Kung correlational naman siya, double-headed arrow. Ibig sabihin, ang epekto ng independent variable at saka dependent variable pareho. Kaya tinatanggal na ngayon ang label sa ibabaw na independent variable at saka dependent variable. Ano na lang siya, blank na lang siya. But kung sa discussion mo, it's variable x and the variable y. Okay? So, yan. Or the first variable and the second variable. Pwede rin. Mas maganda yung x variable and y variable. Okay? Sa inyong discussion ng conceptual framework kung correlational ang inyong study. Okay? Kasi of equal sila footing no ng yung dalawang variables na yun. Okay? You read the next one is Baguio.
So for number 2, dependent variable, this is the factor or variable that is affected or influenced by the dependent variable. It is also criterion, effect, or response variable.
Yeah, it's a response variable actually. So kung ano yung ginawa mo dun sa independent or variable x, may epekto sa variable y. Okay? Or your dependent variable. Meron pang third variable, no? Pakibasa, kapatid. Kapatid. Si Miss Kagasan pala. Para tayong kapatid.
So for the 3 is intervening or moderating variable. This is a factor or variable that exists between the independent and the dependent variable. It bears on the effect of the independent variable on the dependent variable.
This is usually the moderating variable. Yung may effect ba siya doon sa dalawa pag i-group mo, no? According to age, no? Yung mga demographics mo, according to religion, according to gender, according to household size, no? So, mga moderating tawag doon or intervening variable. May difference ba, no? Kaya gagamit ka ng either ANOVA, no? Or t-test, no? Okay. So, Shane, Miss Bastian, identify the independent variable.
Excuse me, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Pakiulit po, sir.
Ano ang independent variable?
Independent variable kay dili siya makaapekto sa whole
No. I-identify from the title.
Ay, okay po. Formal social support. Elderly pulmonary patients po.
No. Identify the independent variable in the title. Alan, asan dyan ang independent part?
Ang answer. Quality of life.
Oy, hindi pa niyo pa naintindihan ang aking lecture.
Ay, ayan sir,
Hanggang
informal
ngayon,
Support po.
Oh, wala na tayong choice kasi wala na iba eh. Okay. Dapat, kung may epekto siya doon sa quality of life, siya yung independent, no? Kasi kung arrow niya sa first box, no, papunta doon sa quality of life, so yun yung dependent variable or variable Y. Ang variable X mo or your independent variable is your informal social support. Okay? Dapat clear yan sa inyo pag gumagawa kayo ng conceptual framework. Okay? Kung correlational naman ang inyong study, si double-headed arrow lang, tanggalin niyo yung label na independent at saka dependent variable sa ibabaw. Okay? Yun yung correlational. So, ito yun. So, yung independent variable is your blue ba yan o green? Informal social support. And your dependent variable is the quality of life, no? Participants, elderly pulmonary patients. Okay, sorry, wrong. Okay, ito yung mga moderating variables natin, no? Okay. Miss Guerrero, can you read what's on the slide?
Moderating variables. What is the profile of the respondents when grouped according to age, gender, civil status, educational attainment, and household size?
So yung ating babaguhin na natin, hindi tayo gagamit ng respondents kasi very impersonal siya. So sa culture ng SPC, kaya ko siya hindi tinatanggal para ma-emphasize ko siya, dapat participants ang gagamitin. Okay? Kasi tao yung ating, we're dealing with people. Okay? Pag subjects, hayop yan, no? Mga animals. Pag mga materials, yan yung mga bacteria, mga plants, no? Mga non-living. Yan ang materials. Okay? So, kung sa moderating natin, hinahanap natin ang difference when you group your participants according to age, no? Gender. So, gender natin is kasama na yung LGBTQIA. Okay? Civil status. Ano ba yung civil status? Sige daw, be. Miss De Guzman. Ano yung civil status na yan?
Civil status po, sir. Yung single, married,
Ano pa? Single, married,
separated, divorced,
separated, ano pa?
widowed.
Meron pa.
Oh,
Annulled, di ba?
oh, ayun. Oh.
Annulled ka na ba? Di ba? Itatanong mo sa participant, ma'am, annulled na ba? O nag-separate lang kayo ng walang annulment? Mga ganun. I-clarify mo. Okay? Meron pang isa, Miss Villanueva. May kulang pa yun. Miss Villanueva, hindi nakikinig. Oh, hindi siya nakikinig. Miss Villanueva. Ayaw niya sumagot eh. Miss Odokayan na lang. Ano pa, Miss Odokayan, ang kulang doon? Single, married, separated, annulled.
Widowed, sir.
Ayan, oh. Widow, no? Widowed, tama. Yung mga byuda, byudo, no? Widower, widow. Meron pa isa. Ayan, nakikinig na ba si Miss Villanueva? Hindi siya nakikinig. No?
Sir, nakikinig po ako, sir.
Ba't di ka sumasagot? Anong gusto mong mangyari? Joke lang.
Napahinaan ko po yung... Pero ano po gani question, sir?
Ala, hindi nakikinig. Ano para ang kulang doon? Miss Guerrero. Ay, sino may kausap mo na wala?
Status po, sir,
Miss
no?
Villanueva, Miss Villanueva. Sige, di ba sabi niya, single, married, separated, annulled, widow, or widow. Meron pang isa, kulang.
Wait lang, sir.
Tatanong ka kay Robinson. Si Robinson, tanongin natin. Robinson, ano pang kulang dito? Divorce, sir? May divorce pa. Kasi baka may participants kayo na nag-undergo ng divorce, di ba? Correct. Correct talaga si Robinson. Pero may tatanong pa akong isa, Robinson. Kulang pa siya ng isa. Complicated, no? Ano ba ibig sabihin? I-define nyo yan. Ano yung complicated? Live-in lang sila. Di ba? Nag-live-in lang. Complicated pa tawag doon. Joke lang.
Cohabiting, sir?
Cohabitation. O, tama. Cohabiting. Meron kayong lesson sa second year niya, di ba? Sa anong subject yan? Yung sa ethics ba yun? Cohabitation, no? Yung mga ganun. Nag-live-in sila. So, baka ganun ang situation. So, dapat may choice sila. No? Kung yun talaga. Okay? So, ito yung mga examples, no? Actually, sa respiratory therapy ito ng mga samples, no? So, mapapansin niyo yung intervening variable at moderating sa gitna. Okay? Ang independent nasa kaliwa, ang dependent nasa right. Okay, yan. So, naintindihan nyo na yon. Anong ibig sabihin ng mga independent variable, intervening variable, or moderating variable, tsaka dependent variable. So, kung ano yung nakaka-apekto, yung independent yon. Ang kanyang inepektuhan, dependent. Kung i-group mo sila, may difference ba? That is your intervening variable, di ba? Group mo sila according to age, according to, yun nga, sinasabi ka niya, civil status, or sa education nila, no, level of education, or sa training. Yan. The next concept is indicators. Sa loob kasi ng conceptual framework na box, no, meron tayong tinatawag na nakabullets sa ilalim ng inyong independent variable. So, yung nakabullets na yan yung indicators. Okay? These are statement of traits, characteristics, strengths, or practices that define or describe the variables. No? So, yun yung ating indicators. Ibulat nyo lang siya. For example, performance. So, ang dependent variable yung performance sa box. Sa loob ng ibabaw, may nakalagay dependent variable. Sa loob, sa pinakaibabaw, yung performance, no? Tapos naka-bullets yung ano bang mini-measure nyo sa inyong RLE, for example, sa performance. So, may knowledge kayo, may skills kayo, and your attitude, di ba? PSA. Naka-bullets yun siya. Okay? Sige. So, these are what we call as indicators, no? Sila yung para bang elaboration of or the characteristics or traits of your variables. So, ibulat nyo lang ang indicators. For example, kung ang variable nyo ay respiratory or nursing care categories, tapos naglagay kayo ng level 1, level 2, level these are your indicators, no? Pag respiratory therapy education naman, naglagay kayo ng indicators na new or old curriculum, or sa nursing naman, or baccalaureate, masters, no, doctorate, yan. Indicators yan. Sa emotional stress, for example, extent or degree, naglagay kayo ng bullets na mild, moderate, severe. No? So, yan yung mga indicators ng emotional stress. Okay. Let's go to hypothesis now. Okay? So, what is a hypothesis? Pakibasa, Samantha.
Hypothesis. It is a prediction about a relationship between two or more variables. Translate a quantitative research question into...
Access lang niya. May tumatawag ang
po.
associate field. Hello? Yeah. Okay, ay ulit tayo Miss ano, nasa binabasa ko, sorry. Tinawagan ako ng associate dean. Sige daw, si Samantha 'to 'no. So prediction,
Ulitin ko po, sir.
yeah, ulitin mo. Nawala ako sa ano.
Okay
Sige.
po. Hypothesis. It is a prediction about a relationship between two or more variables. It translates a quantitative research question into a precise prediction of expected outcomes. Excuse me, sir. Nakamute ka po ata, sir.
That's what you're going to test, yung hypothesis mo. Yun. Madali lang.